Imagine a world where the only company you have is the echo of your own thoughts. A world stripped of sunlight, human contact, and the simple freedoms we often take for granted. This is the reality of solitary confinement, often referred to as the box. Today, we delve into the psychological destruction wrought by this practice, the devastating effects of 23-hour lockdowns, and why it's considered torture by international standards. Solitary confinement, in its essence, is the isolation of an inmate from any meaningful social interaction. The prisoner is typically confined to a cell for 22 to 24 hours a day. Meals are often delivered through a slot in the door, and any interaction with guards is minimal and often impersonal. This extreme isolation can have profound and devastating effects on the human psyche. One of the most immediate effects is sensory deprivation. Without the constant stimulation of a normal environment, the mind struggles to maintain its equilibrium. Hallucinations, paranoia, and a distorted sense of reality are common. The lack of social interaction also leads to feelings of intense loneliness, despair, and hopelessness. Many inmates experience severe anxiety, panic attacks, and suicidal ideation. The 23-hour lockdown exacerbates these effects. The constant monotony, the lack of stimulation, and the inability to engage in meaningful activity can lead to a rapid deterioration of mental health. The brain, deprived of its usual input, can begin to malfunction. Cognitive abilities decline, and the ability to think clearly and make rational decisions is severely impaired. International standards recognize the detrimental effects of solitary confinement. The United Nations Special Rapporteur on Torture has repeatedly condemned the practice, stating that prolonged solitary confinement can amount to torture. Several international human rights organizations have also called for its abolition or strict limitation. The impact on recidivism, the tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend, is another significant concern. Studies have shown that inmates released from solitary confinement are more likely to reoffend than those who have served their time in the general prison population. The psychological damage inflicted during isolation can make it difficult for these individuals to reintegrate into society. They may struggle with social skills, impulse control, and the ability to cope with everyday stressors, leading them back to criminal behavior. In conclusion, solitary confinement is a deeply troubling practice. It inflicts severe psychological harm, is often considered torture, and can increase the likelihood of reoffending. As we strive for a more just and humane justice system, it's crucial that we examine and reform the use of solitary confinement, prioritizing the mental and emotional well-being of all individuals, including those incarcerated.